I'm sure that you do. That's wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful that somebody is taking a bath. I love that. That's a fantastic idea. You probably need a Calgon bath, right? I'm sure you do, Ashley. YouTube is fun sometimes. Sometimes I get a stream in here. Sometimes I don't. I guess we'll find out what happens today. Hi, how is everyone doing? Welcome to Hollywoodland22. How's everyone doing today? You having a good day? Welcome to Hollywoodland22. I thought I would come on for a little while. I get a pretty good stream going in here. Get a pretty nice chat most days. Every once in a while, it's slow. People talk about a lot of interesting topics on YouTube and on their competitor TikTok and Twitch and Kick. Yeah, they talk a lot about a lot of very interesting things. Serene D, hi. Tiger Boy, hi there. Cuddles the Rodent, hello Hollywoodland. Hello. Hello to you too. Thank you for hitting the like and the subscribe button. It's easy peasy. Oh, I got to put the glasses back on. I have to read something. So I went to this one guy's page. He talks about your channel, not good things. Oh, really? He says bad things about my channel. Is that so? I'd like to hear more. What does he say bad about my channel? I go to this one guy's page. He talks about your channel, not good things. I wonder if he's from Korea, from South Korea. Yeah. Well, he said that you called him. Really? Did he? Is that what he said? It's not me. On YouTube? Axel Hoffman's. Yeah, I would have no idea what somebody's that watches me. I definitely would not say that because I don't care and I don't know somebody's sexual orientation from reading a chat. I have no idea. That's ridiculous. It's beyond ridiculous. And I don't believe that somebody said that anyway. So you're gone. Goodbye. Don't mind my profile pic. Ooh. Ooh. So, what do you all want to talk about today? Is there anything in particular? Who did I vote for? Who do you think? I mean, I had two choices. Who do you think I voted for? That's interesting that somebody would ask me who I voted for what? As a matter of fact, yes, I did. Yes, I did vote for him because my other choice was a person that appeared to be intoxicated on live national television. So I wasn't much of a choice. I look like a professional actor. I think what's going on is that people are actually getting tired of this. People that talk about politics ad nauseum. It's really getting old. People never talk. You know, it's especially younger people. When I was like in the 80s, like early 80s, or any time in the 80s, the 90s, when I was a younger guy, I don't think I knew anybody that was my age, anyone between the ages of like 18 and 25, or even up to 30 that really ever talked about politics. Ever. Like, nobody really talked about it. Maybe some older people did, and I thought older was anyone over 50, but I did not talk about it. Let's see who this is. Cool Cages Studios. Dude, you look like a professional actor. Really? I'm not so sure what a professional actor looks like. Holy Gringo. Rotund Seastone. Yeah, that's the Kevin Bacon guy. Either a bit of Jim Carrey and a touch of William Dafoe. Really, the only actor I've been ever told that I look like is a Kurt Russell. Occasionally, not often, because I kind of look like myself. To be honest with you. Gayan Karapetian. Sorry for people talking to you like that. They're talking mean stuff about you. Oh, really? Oh, well. People can talk all the mean stuff about me they want. People tend not to talk mean to me in person. That's for sure. Yeah. I don't think there are any actors I look like. Somewhat like Kurt Russell, not a lot. I don't think I look like any. I haven't really watched very many films or television in about, I don't know. I've watched maybe one television show. I don't think I have. I haven't watched film in wow, a long time. Long time now. Maybe in the early 2000s, up to about 2010, I might have saw a couple films. The guy from Goodfellas, somewhat. In real life, I do not look like him. You feel bad about me? Really? I don't know why anybody would feel bad about me. Especially if you don't know me. Ashley, how are you doing? Are you doing okay in there? One moment. Actually, I'm a fair guy. You think I'm a nice guy? I'm a fair man. I know you, bud. You're not that guy, pal. Yeah, what guy? Trying to figure out what guy I am. Somebody says that they feel bad about me. I feel bad about you, really. And then somebody says, at underscore Kilwich, I know you, bud. You're not that guy, pal. What is a fair man? Interesting questions. Fair with others, fair with myself. I don't break rules of engagement if they're set. I've heard people say that occasionally, not often. He is a good actor. He certainly is. Doing a lot of his own stunts at his age. He seems like a pretty tough guy. Sure, I would love that. You can tell people to subscribe to me and join my live stream. They can come here and ask me all the strange questions they want. If you knew me, there's only a couple places you would know me from. Thank you. Gayan Karapetian, 6069. That's interesting. You should say that. I'm just going to read these. These are interesting. Ashley, are you busy? You're doing okay though, right? I'm waiting for an interesting question. Hello from Libya. Hi, how are you doing? So where in Libya are you? Are you in Tripoli or that other town? Or a Bedouin tent? out in the desert. That was something else that happened in Libya. You know, when I get thirsty, I just reach for a bottle of Powerade Zero. You know, Powerade Zero, when you drink it, it's cool. It's refreshing. And it makes me feel like a real winner. A winner, I says. If you knew me, where would you know me from? Give me the metropolitan area that you think you know me from. This is my first time being here. Do you have any pets? Actually, I do not have a pet now. I haven't had a pet since I was a child. I'm allergic to cat and dog hair, but I wish I had a pet. And if I had a pet, I'd probably get a fish. Gus. It's hard to pronounce your name. Sorry, but thanks for coming in. I think I would get a fish, yes. Not a Chinese fighting fish, just a regular fish. Maybe just a goldfish or something. Maybe a couple. They could be friends. Like other goldfish. It'd be wonderful. I do have suggestions for other people and their channels. I mean, you got people in here. Well, who does you vote for? Vote for who? For mayor? For vote for sheriff? Vote for city councilman? Vote for president of the United States? People ask me who I voted for. There's a lot of people I vote for. You have to be specific. And people really need to get off this talking about politics constantly. It's getting old. There's a lot of other subjects to talk about besides politics. It's already been settled. You're stuck with this guy, whether you like him or not, and got 3 more years of him. Sit back and get yourself some popcorn and enjoy the greatest show on earth. If it's not the greatest show on earth, I would actually be upset. We'll see, as he says. We'll see. Should educate yourself. Americans should educate themselves about Minneapolis, St. Paul, Seattle, Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota metro area, and specifically. I would have to throw in Maybe Chicago to a certain extent. There are some there. But there are some super socialists in the metropolitan areas that I just mentioned. Very much, um, those are very where socialism is revered in those cities. Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, Western Washington, which includes Bellingham too. Um, Minneapolis, even more so than St. Paul, and there's a lot in Chicago also. Chicago, yeah, they're there. Burlington, Vermont, that's another place. Just a public service announcement. That's where most of them are per capita. Kumbaya. When did Ashley, when you were in your 20s, did you talk about politics with your friends all the time? Like constantly? What did you talk about? About guys? Not even guys, right? Just about things that girls talk about. Yeah. Oh, you went dancing in your 20s, did you? Yeah. I would imagine you do look like you would dance a lot. She has like a dancer's vibe, you know. I think people are even getting tired of just the old the old type of entertainment. I don't think film is ever going to go away. I think people enjoy motion pictures. I don't know if people are ever going to want to go back out to movie theaters again. I think that feeling of a lot of people that don't know each other going to a theater, watching a film together, that might come back. It might come back in my lifetime. You got to remember, I'm a certain age, you know. It might come back in my lifetime. It's possible. It might not. It'd be interesting to see. Um, I don't. I wonder if something either TMZ or something like TMZ is going to be around. I guess there's always going to be certain people that are really into whatever celebrities that they have never met in their life, what they are doing and what they are not doing. So there will always be a TMZ. And TMZ doesn't just follow celebrities around and let you know the scoop on what they're doing. They do other news too. I believe they're real journalists. They might not, yeah, I mean, you might not be interested in what celebrities are doing. I mean, I'm really not either, but TMZ does serve a purpose and they are real journalists. And they're like they're also they appear to have interns working there a lot. I'm not sure. I'd have to read about it. They appear to be interns. Maybe they're employees. I don't know, but I see a lot of young people that I've looking like they're getting their start there, and I think that's a good thing. Employing people, that's wonderful. Training people, that's a wonderful thing. So I think TMZ will, or something like TMZ, or a couple of things like TMZ will be around. long after I'm gone. Yes. Film, I think, will be around. What do you think? I think television will be around. I don't know if television is going to be in the West. I don't know if television is going to be that important anymore. I don't know. This live streaming is really taken off. It seems to be more controlled though. It was the Wild West on YouTube back in like when it first came out. When these streamers came out on Twitch first and then YouTube. Whew, this place was nuts. 12, 13 years ago. There was all kinds of people on here. It was almost like the internet starting all over again. Remember? Does anybody remember when the World Wide Web began? Was that 1990 or 1991? I can't remember. But that was really the Wild West back then. So social media had its Wild West time. About when do you think? Was that 2009, 10, 11, 12, somewhere around that? Is that when it started? For years, Breezy Girl. Did live streaming, I know it started with on Twitch first, and then YouTube had it. But was one able to live stream as far back as 2009 on YouTube? Because I think people could. East Coast is Beast Coast. Yeah, I know. I'm from the East Coast. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania originally. I grew up there. Oh, you've only found it in 2014? Oh, okay. So 2014, that was 10, 12. That's 12 years ago. I think that live streaming was in its infancy, maybe 2009. It on a laptop, possibly you could do it. Not sure. I'd have to look into it. But in the early 2010s, I'll have to do some more research about it. I'm not certain about that. But I did not know it existed until 2019. And I watched a lot of people on YouTube do some pretty crazy things. It was interesting. It kept me busy in my downtime during the coronavirus debacle when I was living in Los Angeles, California. I've been here in North Carolina for 2 years and 4.5 months now, I believe. No, 2 years and 5 months now. Mm-hmm. It's nice here. I like North Carolina. This part near Raleigh, North Carolina, the winters are mild here. It doesn't rain that much here either. Maybe 45 inches, 43 inches, something like that a year. So it doesn't rain a lot here. I do meet a lot of people from the San Francisco Bay Area and Sacramento, or not Sacramento, no, the San Francisco Bay Area and San Jose that moved here. They're software engineers and they do other things like that. They're from the Silicon Valley. They transferred here. I think they have some banks here, some pretty big bank headquarters here. And also Honeywell is here too. If you need a job, there's plenty of jobs in Raleigh, North Carolina, metro area, Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill, and also in the Charlotte metropolitan area too. Lots of employment. And you know what they need if you go down to the beach? We're not near the beach. We're in the Piedmont. We're halfway between the ocean and mountains. If you go down to Wilmington, North Carolina, or if you go into South Carolina, They're short of people that are employed taking care of senior citizens. There's a lot of senior citizens that are retired down there with a lot of money that need nurses and doctors, and they need home health care people and all kinds of stuff like that down. That's where they live down that way. Charleston, Myrtle Beach area, Charleston, South Carolina, Hilton Head Island, and also Wilmington, North Carolina. There's a lot of senior citizens down there, and they need all kinds of nursing and transportation and help that older people need. If you're in that line of work or in healthcare, I'm sure you'll find something down there. It's not for everybody, but it's a large employer in North and South Carolina. A lot of these baby boomers need some help. They need a ride. They need to go to the store. Breezy girl, thanks for coming in. You're beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for hitting the like and subscribe button. I do appreciate it. I will be back in one moment. Time for me to fill up my drink. I'm not going far. I'm just going over here. What's all this noise in here? I've had just about enough out of you two. And I'm not going to stand for it anymore. Hey, where's this lemon meringue pie come from? It's just sitting in the middle of the table. Is this like a birthday present or something? Because it's not my birthday. Guess what? I heard we're getting a really bad storm. It's going to be 6 inches of snow. And I have to get my prescriptions on that day. They're going to make me wait. They can't have me pick it up tomorrow. That's nice, isn't it? Yes, everybody. It's definitely going to snow in the Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill, and Charlotte metropolitan areas. That includes Greensboro and Winston-Salem. It's going to snow. And you know what? When you live here in North Carolina and it snows, a lot of people don't know how to drive around here. About half the people, they're not used to snow, or they're from somewhere like a lot of people. Well, yeah, you have people from New York and New Jersey and Philadelphia, places where it does snow, and they move here. They move down I-95 and they come move here, and they know if it does snow, it does snow here a little bit, but they know how to drive in it. But the Californians don't. And sometimes in the Carolinas, we get people from Florida. Florida got really expensive in the last 5 years. And a lot of people moved up around Raleigh and Charlotte and Wilmington. And they're from Florida. And guess what? They don't know how to drive in the snow at all. They're spinning around everywhere on the black ice. Ooh. Somebody said something to me. Breezy Girl said it's the same here. We basically hunkered down and think the world is ending. Are you in the Carolinas, or Texas is sort of like that? I'm right outside of I'm like right in between Charlotte, and Raleigh, like in between, about equal distance. I know that some part, oh, not Texas. Texas. I know Texas fairly well. I grew up in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. However, between the years of 1970, the summer of 1977, and the early, no, let's see, and the late fall of 1981, I lived in Texas as a child. I lived close to the New Mexico border in an area called Levelland, Texas. I lived there for that would be 4 years. And then right before 1982 started, I moved back to Pennsylvania. And I remember it used to snow up in the Texas Panhandle. It used to snow a lot. Used to get blizzards up there. New Mexico snows too. So is Amarillo and Levelland and Lubbock and Oklahoma City and those places around there. It snows a lot. I've been to Texas. I got a lot of family that lives there around Austin and San Antonio on my father's side. That's my grandfather grew up in Texas back in the 1920s and 30s. He said something about it's really hot there. He didn't have air conditioning. They had an ice box. He used to chip ice off and stick it on his head. The cold rag just to cool down. Oh, I got something more to drink. Powerade Zero. It's cool and refreshing. So do you live there, Breezy Girl? Visiting, or do you live in Texas? And have you traveled? I always like to hear other people where they've traveled to. I've traveled quite a bit. I've lived in a few different places. Oh, you've never been to Texas. You live on the East Coast. Oh, okay. You live on the East Coast. Yeah, I've been there too. I've been all through New Jersey and New York and Connecticut. Been all through the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Been all around Washington, D.C. I had grandparents that ended up settling down in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. Florida, South Carolina, Georgia, North Carolina. Oh, you've been all those places. Yeah, I've been to Atlanta. That was fun. Yeah, I know the East Coast pretty well, from Miami all the way up to Boston. It's about as far as I go. We used to take vacations, my family, up and down. But I lived 4 years in Texas too, so I know that state pretty well too. Most of it, not all of it. Now, I lived for 3 decades in California as an adult. I actually lived in California longer than where I grew up as a child and as a young adult. That's a long time. 31 years in the Los Angeles area and 3 years in Seattle, Washington area. And now I'm back on the eastern, which you would call this the eastern seaboard. Is what I call this. You call it the East Coast too, or Eastern Seaboard. When people say the Northeast, they're generally talking like Washington, D.C., up through New York and Boston. The East Coast can be anywhere on the Atlantic Ocean. Florida is getting very crowded. I've been down there. There's a lot of people living in Florida now, a lot more than when I was younger. I wonder if they can fit any more people in Florida. Hmm. I don't know. It's starting to fill up in between Tampa and Orlando. I saw that. Like everywhere you go, there's like a new apartment complex somewhere. Ashley, do you think they can fit any more people in Florida? I don't know either. I'd have to take a look at that. You can't build on all that land. Some of it's swamp, right? I really did get old, didn't I, Ashley? Oh, we got only one person watching now. Wow. Maybe some more people will pop up. We'll see. I'll be back in just a second. Do you think they can fill more people in Florida? I don't know. When I went through Texas, there was a whole lot of nothing out there. Like in between El Paso and like San Antonio, there's nothing but dust and desert. Maybe they should put some people over there. Some cheap land there. Ashley. Who's making all that noise in there? If it's not snowing, on. If it's not snowing, you walk out the door. Don't be a baby. Put a coat on. I said if it's not raining or snowing, you come down there. I'm bringing money with me. Yes, you can. I need someone to go there with me in case something. I can't take that chance. I have to get this medication. It's just walk out to the front, walk to the Walgreens, and come right back. I'll get you French fries. One. you already knew that. You knew that actually since I was there. You knew about that, right? Now, speaking of munchies, this is what you got. Fudgy cookies, huh? They're all packed. I'm not really using mint that much. Hi, I'm still here. I wonder who came in. Anyone? Oh, no one's here. Okay. Good. Well, it's been real and it's been fun. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in this evening. You guys are beautiful. Remember to like and subscribe and tell all your friends on all platforms about Hollywoodland22. Okay? I may come back later on this evening. Stay safe out there. Bye for now.